Comfort and luxury at its best.
You're watching Issues at Hand. It is a great pleasure to have you here on Church of Uganda Family TV. My name is Katumba and I am here with Issues at Hand as usual. It is a great pleasure, like I mentioned, to have you here. Don't you forget to follow the conversation as it is ongoing on our YouTube channel, live at Church of Uganda Family TV, but also other social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course all the others. WhatsApp. You'll find us anywhere and you can join the conversation. But before we start off, I'd like to remind you that Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe is your luxury and comfort place. Anytime you think about comfort, anytime you think about luxury, it is Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Their services range from accommodation to food to spas and of course healthy living, a health club with a swimming pool like you can see on your screens. To reserve a place or book, you can call them on that number on your screen. However, today I am here. It is a Friday, the 2nd of February 2024, and the year is fast running. Now we are here in the month of love. As you know, February is a month of love, and of course we will be spreading love each and everywhere. On 14th we'll be celebrating Valentine's Day, and your Valentine does not have to be your spouse or your couple, your better half. It can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be your friend, it can be a sister, and it can be your boss. I mean, and so think about how to surprise them when the day comes, so that of course you can maintain and keep a good relationship. If you are thinking of gifts to give, we'll be back with that in the programs that are coming after this one. However, we are on the current affairs desk here to look at some of the issues as they happen. Friday is a day of the police force, a day we've dedicated to the Uganda Police Force to make sure that their roles in society are known as per the media. Their roles in society are understood by you, the public, and to bridge the gap between the Uganda Police Force and the public, the citizens of Uganda, or civilians, if you might call it. To take us through today's discussion is SP or Superintendent of Police Nathan Katumba from the Community Liaison Office. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm the Regional Community Liaison Officer, Kampala Metropolitan East.
Okay.
Kampala Metropolitan East takes 5 divisions. That is Chila Road, Chila Division, Jinja Road, Nagalama, and Mukono. Okay. So that is East.
And Mukono?
Yes, that is East. Because in Kampala Metropolitan we have 3 regions. We have 3 regions. That is Kampala East, Kampala North, and Kampala South. Oh. Yes, so for us, we're at Kampala East. Okay. This side.
How is it going? How are the duties going? Are you enforcing law and order? Is there any challenge you'd like to mention? Basically, how is Kampala Metropolitan?
Kampala Metropolitan generally is peace and calm. We were policing in line with the conferences. We had conferences that were ongoing around Kampala. Security was everyone was so busy. Joint security, we had joint security operations in Kampala. Deployments, ESO, police, UPDF, prisons. Everything went on well. We successfully policed the conferences, the 3 conferences, and the president was so appreciative yesterday. He had to host us, and he thanked us so much for the work well done.
Okay.
Yes.
Talking about the just concluded conferences, we have the Non-Aligned Movement, NAM, or normally called NAM. We have IGAD and G77 plus China. All those happened under the watch of the police force of Uganda.
Yes.
Because much as the other people had their security forces, they weren't able to carry them all through to Uganda. So it was a job well done for the police. However, I would like you to shed a light on how that was, the planning, the setting out and saying, okay, this is how we're going to do it. Basically laying ground and laying ground rules for successful policing of or protection in these conferences. What was the plan like?
Of course, whenever we have duty, because it was part of duty that we were supposed to do, we draw what we call an operational plan, the one that we are supposed to use in enforcement of any activity. So we had an operational plan which covered almost each and every department in Uganda Police and other security organizations. It covered traffic, that is the traffic flow, deployments on the road, deployments at the junctions, deployments at hotel entrances, deployments in hotels. So it covered almost each and every point where we expected the visitors to locate. So it was so well covered. Each and every point was covered in Kampala. You realize that we had so many security officers who were all over Kampala. Traffic was so busy. Everyone, we even brought some other police officers and some other security operatives from up country to come and police, because these are activities that really build our country. These are activities that show the impression of Uganda outside there. In case of any laxity, you know what it does to our economy, you know what it does to our country. So we had to put in much effort. To some extent, I would wish to thank the community. The community really behaved so well. Whenever you could tell someone, please don't pass here, pass there. There are some roads that were blocked, so that they can help the guests to get really comfortable in allocating where they're supposed to where they're supposed to go, where they're supposed to have their meetings. People cooperated very well. Whenever I could divert roads and tell these people that, please, this road has been temporarily closed, just join the other road and access where you're going. People cooperated so well. So that is what we are supposed to do as a community, in line with cooperation with police. We are supposed to cooperate with police. Whenever we cooperate with police, we make work so easy. And even we can even help in even fighting crime, because whenever we put in that cooperation, in case someone is trying to break the law, and there is that cooperation, it is very easy for you to come out and call the police and tell them, you know what, there is an issue, this and this and this. We've done this and this and this, but there is someone who is trying to break the law. So it was so smooth and everything went on well. So thank you so much, each and everyone who really gave in a hand in line with keeping peace and security of our country.
Beautiful. So in case anyone had plans to attack those places, had plans to attack these summits, there's no way they were going to pass through, because the places were well guarded.
No, there is no way, because we had overt and covert operations. That is uniform and non-uniformed operations. Intelligence, we were at the epitome of intelligence. We could get intelligence. We began, by the way, this summit began even before the date began. It began even the day before it began. The guests were supposed to come, but we had prepared ourselves earlier. We had intelligence earlier. We collected intelligence earlier to make sure that each and everyone who comes for the summit is safe, that each and everyone who is going to be operating in the summits, like other security operatives who are not in intelligence, are safe. Everything went on well. Yes, so we are assured of peace and stability in our country.
Interesting. Now, my other question would be, as an officer who was on ground for these summits, or even your colleagues, what did you learn as the Uganda Police Force? Is there anything you took home and learned from protecting such an honorable summit or honorable summits, because there were 3 in number, and I believe all of them were being guided by the police forces of Uganda. So what was your take home as the forces, you as a person, as an officer, what did you take home from the summit? Thank
you so much. You know, learning is a continuous process. Learning is a continuous process because of these many countries that came in Uganda. We learned that the cooperation between other countries and Uganda is so vital. We had to manifest it in our day-to-day work that we are doing to enforce that those guests that have come from various countries have to be safe here. Irrespective of any other thing, our first priority was to make sure that they are safe. So we learned that we have to protect them. We learned that we have to protect them because it was our mandate to see that we secure them, we secure their properties here. You know, it will bring, in case of any other problem that they get here, you know what it can infringe on our economy, you know what it can infringe on Uganda as a country. So we learned that we have to protect them to make sure that we protect the image of our country, Uganda. So we learned a lot.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Lastly, about the summits, do you think that now Uganda is ready to host any kind of visitors since we bypassed this hurdle? Because this was like a test maybe to say, let's see how they perform security-wise, food-wise, accommodation-wise, all the other industries. But focusing on security, I think this was a test that was well done. So do you think that now Uganda is ready to be the destination of such big events, such big summits? There are these African summits that happen and they're always looking for countries to host them. Do you think Uganda is now the destination to carry out those that protection of those summits?
I think Uganda was already tested. I think Uganda has already tested. I don't want you to forget that we hosted Chogam here. We hosted Chogam, we hosted the Queen.
Yeah, we did.
And the Queen left this place when she left this place when she was so happy with the security. She was so happy with the weather. You know, Uganda is a part of Africa.
Yeah, it is.
We are blessed with that, with the kind of the weather that we have. We are blessed with the atmosphere. We are blessed with our environment. So whenever that is why you see. And when we compact in the issue of security stability, that is why you see when these guests are coming, they are coming while knowing that they are going to be safe in what?
In Uganda.
Safe in Uganda. So we passed the test long time. So this was just a walkover. They came knowing that they are going to be safe because of the other summits we've been hosting, like Chogam, like any other summits we've been hosting. So they came well versed that they are going to be safe here, and we had to do our best to make sure that their confidence is not broken down.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that great work, especially in the summits that the Uganda police carried out on behalf of other Ugandans. Of course, you made us proud, and we now are on the world map because, of course, these summits came with recognition both economically and socially. Okay, so moving on to our other discussions.
Recognizing even our president. Because he's now the chairman of.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
for
he was
the next 3 years.
And these things don't come out of the blue.
Yeah, that's true.
It becomes out of someone's efforts, because we all know that the president is the fountain of honor of this country. President is the epitome of this country. Yoweri Kaguta, president.
Yes.
Our president. So he's the one who is guiding us in each and everything that we are doing to make sure that this country is safe.
Okay.
So that is why he was recognized through his hard work. He was recognized and he was elevated to that kind of position. So I congratulate our president for that achievement.
Okay, that is a beautiful, beautiful message to our president. I also want to thank him because of taking time to appreciate the people who were part of the successful hosting of the NAM, IGAD and G77. He would have decided to keep quiet, but he came out and said, no, let me host you to a thank you maybe evening so that we get to talk about it and really, really thank God for that. So thank you so much, Mr. President, from the Ugandans in the media, especially because even media was there in large numbers. We really, really do thank you for your support. Okay, so let's go to the festive seasons. Do you call it a successful festive season in regards to crime? do you think it is better than the previous years we've had? Because yes, there were some crashes, there were some road accidents, there were some robberies here and there, but I don't think the situation went out of control like before. What is your assessment of the festive season this time around?
The festive season was policed well, and it is not, does not just come out of the blue. It comes out of efforts from various security organizations. Okay. We had to deploy, we had to sensitize people on what they are supposed to do to make sure that they are safe. Community policing was well versed almost in each and every district. You know, security begins with you. We tell you what you're supposed to do. We cannot, security cannot cover each and every place. You cannot tell me that we can deploy each and every police officer at each and every home stage. So it is incumbent of you to see that you first give security to yourself. Then the other, you leave it for police. You get information. We really emphasize that people should get telephone contact. So each and every police in their area of operation, to ease response, to ease service delivery, that in case of anything or in case of any attack in any home, you can just call and we see how to respond. Otherwise, if you don't call, we shall not know that you've been attacked. We shall not know that you need our help. So we educated the masses and told them of what they are supposed to do in line with fighting crime. So people cooperated on issues of the roads. We made sure that we had issues. You know, we used to have issues of accidents in line with whenever we used to have festive seasons. We used to have accidents on roads. These buses would go in a terrible speed. They want to make return journeys like 3 times. So we had to enforce that if they are to go, maybe if they are to go, and he's supposed to make a return journey, he goes, he makes a return journey and he rests. Or they put other drivers, so that the drivers who are driving don't face fatigue that can lead to accidents. So we cooperated with them, and everything went on smoothly. People traveled, went for festive days, and came back. Everything now is going on normal. But everything according to the crime that we used to have way back, this time we registered very, very minor crime, and it was because of efforts from the community. Because whenever we teach you things and you learn and you obey whatever we are telling you, at the end of the day we shall have minimal crime. But whenever we come out and sensitize you and you go astray and you do any other you alter on any other issues, trust me, things may not be good. But this time at least people cooperated. We taught people what they are supposed to do. If they are going to sleep at night, you lock your house, put the padlock inside, avoid putting the padlock out. People cooperated, and everything went on well. So I thank the community for that, and let them continue cooperating with the police in line with fighting crime and crime prevention. Okay,
schools are set to open. Some have opened, people have gone back to school, senior ones have going this next week, and we are looking at a society where a school has very many children, very many students, very many pupils, and of course there's got to be some measures to protect the lives of both the students and their teachers. What are some of those measures that you can put in place, or you can tell people out there to watch out for in case they have their school children or their teachers, or maybe they are the students themselves?
We have various measures that we are enforcing, that we usually enforce when schools are going to open up. We have, like in my area of operation at Campala Metropolitan East, I've briefed my officers to go and visit various schools and try to teach the owners of the schools what they are supposed to do. First and foremost, we need to activate our fire extinguishers. People buy fire extinguishers, put them in schools, but they forget that these fire extinguishers need to be reactivated so that they can work. Whenever they buy them, someone can have a fire extinguisher in his or her school, and it will be like a flower.
Yeah.
Someone will have it like for a year, 2, 3 years. These fire extinguishers need to be reactivated so that they can operate, so that they can work well.
Okay.
We need to train students on how to put off fire in case fire is broken down, like in dormitories, like in their classes. We need to train them. We need to train them how to what. And we've had our fire attendants or police. We've engaged them with schools to teach various students, to teach various teachers on how to put off fire. We've emphasized that in the dormitories we don't put these. There are some schools that want to pile students. You get 1 decker, 2, 3. You find when kids are sleeping on almost 4, 5 deckers or 3. We've really emphasized that all schools should at least have a minimum of 2 deckers. You sleep here, another one sleeps up, down and up, not having 3 deckers. Yes. Burglary, we've made sure that dormitories have emergency windows. Emergency windows in case of any accident or any fire breakdown. Students can see how to move. Students can see how to be evacuated from dormitories. We've made sure that we don't have that. We've made sure that the dormitories are not so much congested. Not so much congested. Few students should sleep in few students should sleep in a dormitory, so that in case of anything, we can see how to rescue our students. We've done a lot. We've even I said we had educated the teachers also in line with fighting fire. Then at the gates, we've made sure that whenever these other visitors come who are coming to the schools, they made sure that they check them for safety. Because some other person might come in the school, you think is a parent, when he has come to do any other thing which can tarnish or which can lead to insecurity in the schools. And the schools have cooperated so well.
Okay.
And we are still coming, because schools are going to operate. Schools are going to be opened. Please, I just request teachers or headmasters or headmistresses of schools, whenever we come to access your schools, to educate your people in line with security issues, please welcome us, welcome our officers, give them time so that they can educate you for the safety of our students in the schools. I thank you.
So they can contact Uganda Police if in case they need you to come and sensitize them.
Yeah, in case schools need us, we shall be coming. But in case any other school needs us when it is so urgent, please contact. These are free services. These are free services. Please utilize them. There are departments that are supposed to give these services. Please utilize them. Utilize them and utilize them. Whenever we are there, we wait for schools to call. We can visit a few, because we may not cover each and every school. But when you give us a call, we shall give you a priority and we shall come to your school first, and we shall do the necessary need to make sure that your school and properties and students are safe. We shall educate them.
Okay, we are still with Nathan Katumba, Superintendent of Police from Community Liaison Offices of Kampala Metropolitan. And of course, we are discussing different eventualities as they happen in our society as regards to security, but not limited to that. We have a number of issues that we are talking about. We're coming back with more like domestic violence and what we can do to stop not only domestic violence, but all kinds of violence. My name is Kara. We are powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. We'll be back.
Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives. This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives. Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
Yes, like you've heard it, we are powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best. We're back with issues at hand with me, Caro, and I have my guest in studio, the Superintendent of Police, Nathan Katumba, from the Community Liaisons Office of Kampala Metropolitan, and he's taking us through the discussion. Before we broke up, we looked at the successful host of the NAM, IGAD and G77 plus China summits, but also security around the schools as we are getting ready to start the term. Some schools have already opened, others are opening next week, and yeah, the term is going by like that. And you have heard that if you're a school out there, if you're a school owner out there, if you're a headmaster, head teacher, head mistress, anybody that is responsible for the schools, you can call up police officers to come and educate and sensitize your students, even you, the elder people in the schools, the older people in the schools, about some of the things that you should do to prevent disasters or to secure yourself and remain protected. You know, the police officers are very well trained, and they can pass that training on to you, and then you can see how to better protect your life. But I'd like to cross over to the discussion of violence. I'll like to generalize violence as a whole and ask, what exactly can we do to mitigate the challenges of violence that are happening? We have child abuse, we have domestic violence where parents are fighting each other, the mom is hitting the dad, the dad is hitting the mom, moms are killing their husbands, the fathers of their children. How do we mitigate this situation and make sure that it is on low levels, or it even vanishes from our society?
First and foremost, I would just want to inform the public out there that violence is a crime. Let's fight violence. And how we can do it is whenever we have any forms of violence to any category, or any category, I mean whether it is mild, whether it is out of siege, let's report. Where the challenge comes, the challenge with violence is it begins less. It begins as if it is a joking issue. So you take it for granted, then it begins growing. By the time you really want to overcome it, it has gone out of siege. So whenever we have this kind of, whenever we have violence and it is just beginning, like family, as in fights in families, quarrels in families, let's mitigate it early. Let's come to the police and give in a report. Whenever we come to the police and give in a report, we shall prevent the violence. But whenever you think that you can control it, that you can overcome it, by the time you wake up, it is going to be too late. We shall have lost a life in line with these acts of violence.
Okay.
So I urge people out there, families, children, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, please, whenever violence has begun, whenever you feel like there is something that really needs police attention, whenever you feel like there is something that needs really to be corrected in your homes, come out and come to police and tell us. We have a Child and Family Protection Unit at the Uganda Police Force. They will counsel. We have counselors there. They're going to sit you down. They will counsel you. They will tell you how to fight it. They will tell you how to avoid it. They will really give you a lot in line with prevention of violence. So let's come out to see that we really fight this vice of violence in homes.
Your last words as we wrap up the show today.
I want to thank each and everyone in this country for the love, for the peace, for the security that they have offered. Security does not come from only security officers. Our Constitution of Uganda covers us up all in line with fighting crime. We as police, we have a duty and a responsibility of protecting lives and properties of people. Each and everyone out there who is not a security operative has the duty of cooperating with the police to make sure that they are safe. So the cooperation, when you say cooperation, cooperation is a broad thing. You will cooperate with police in line with calling in case you have an emergency. You will cooperate with police in line in case there is an accident somewhere, please call the police. You will cooperate with police in line with seeing how to fight crime in response or whenever police also comes. You can even, a civilian, it is the Constitution does not cover you off in line with prevention of crime. In case someone has entered your house, what are you supposed to first do? Because you cannot just begin calling police when someone has attacked you. You help yourself first when you're calling the police to see that police also comes and helps you. Okay. I rest my case. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, SP Nathan Katumba from Kampala Metropolitan Liaison Office, Community Liaison Office. It is a great pleasure to have you. Please, our regards to the entire Uganda Police Force at large. Also, thank you so much, our viewers, for being a part of Issues at Hand, right from where the week started to today. We shall be here next week, still to bring you issues, current affairs, and economics and social, of course, development of our society and community at large. My name is Carol. On social media, we use Church of Uganda at Church of Uganda Family TV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where we have been live. You can send in your comments, you can share with a friend or two, and also like our pages. We shall be right there to respond to any query you can be having. Remember, we are located at Church House, Kampala Road, 13th floor. Till next time, bye-bye.
Issues at Hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.